everyone, I'm here with my top 10 drugstore favorite blushes. I also have a top 10 high-end blushes, and I'm going to do a top 10 MAC blushes. MAC is in its own category because you guys know I love my MAC blushes. So I'm going to show you 10 drugstore or inexpensive blushes, and let's just get started. First is INGLOT. Now I'm including INGLOT because it's really inexpensive, $10 for these blushes, which a lot of drugstore blushes are now about 10 bucks. This is INGLOT blush number 34. It's a really pretty shimmery coral, kind of corally peach blush. Really beautiful. They have so many different beautiful blushes. They have neutrals and pinks and oranges and reds and whatever else you can think of. But I really like this one. The formula is really nice. They're very blendable. They are a little bit powdery, but they blend so beautifully, and they're so soft and buttery on the cheeks. I really love it. The sheen and shimmer in this is very subtle, so it's not like glitter flecks all over your cheeks. It's not a high shine blush, but it blends just so beautifully onto your cheeks. It looks amazing. Again, it's INGLOT blush number 34. It's just a really pretty summery kind of neutrally peach color blush with a tiny bit of shimmer and sheen. The next couple blushes are from Milani. Now Milani has some of my favorite drugstore blushes. They're just amazing. I love them. They have so many beautiful blushes. I just love the Milani ones. They're probably some of my favorite in the drugstore. They have one in Luminoso that's absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like NARS Orgasm blush, and it's just super pretty. So this one is their newer blushes. These are their Milani baked blushes, and this is in Delicioso Pink. Delicioso. Okay. It is a bright pink. It's going to be so pretty for the spring summer, for that nice pop on your cheeks. They're so smooth and like soft feeling. I just love them. They're mineralized baked blushes. I think they're even called matte blushes, but they're not. I could be mixing those up with LOreal, but anyways, their other ones are a lot more shimmery and glittery. These ones are matte, and it's so pretty. Again, this one is in Delicioso Pink, and it's a beautiful bubblegum pink. I love this one for just a bright pop of color on your cheeks. Another Milani blush. I don't know if these were limited edition. I still see them sometimes in my drugstore. These are their powder blushes, and this is in Bella Rosa, and it's in a really pretty floral design, and this one's a nice kind of softer baby pink color. I don't find that these swatch very nicely, but on your cheeks they go on really beautifully. Now if you see the swatch, it's going to look super chalky and not very attractive, but for some reason, I noticed that with MAC blushes too. They don't swatch the greatest, but once they get on your cheeks, they just seem to blend really nicely with the brush. So this one is in Bella Rosa, and it's their powder blush number 04. NYX blushes, another one. I think between NYX and Milani, those are my favorite blushes. Now this is a cream blush, and it has nice little brush hairs in here. This is in Boho Chic. Now their cream blushes are a little bit different, and I think people have like a love-hate relationship with them because they are a little bit more of a creamier wet formula, if that makes sense. So like as soon as your skin kind of touches, the warmth of your skin touches the product, it starts to kind of melt a little bit. But I just love the dewiness that they give to your cheeks. I always use a stipple brush with it and just kind of blend it in, and I just find it's such a beautiful like dewy finish. I think it's beautiful in the springtime, and like anytime you're going for that like dewy glow, I really like it. So again, this one is in Boho Chic. They have a few different colors that I like, but Boho Chic is definitely like my favorite because it's more of a natural light pink girly feminine color. As for their powder blushes, they have probably one of the biggest selection as far as drugstore goes as blush colors. They have oranges and peaches and pinks and reds and like lavender shades and terracotta shades. I mean, they have something that would match any skin tone or any look you were going for. This one is a newer one. It's called Ethereal, and it is one of my all-time favorites. I love the color of it. It's got a beautiful sheen. It's kind of like a peachy corally with a little bit of pink in it. It's perfect for the springtime. It just gives you that really pretty fun, like springy pop to your cheeks. They blend beautifully onto the skin, and like I said, they have a huge wide range of them, but this one in Ethereal is like one of my favorites. And I think, yeah, NYX is cruelty-free too. For anyone who is going cruelty-free, NYX is a cruelty-free company, but you probably already knew that. Next is going to be Physicians Formula. You guys know I'm obsessed with the Physicians Formula Pearl Highlighter. This is their Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls Blush in Natural Pearl. Now, if you like kind of a sheeny type of blush, you'll really like this because it does have kind of a little bit more of a high sheen, It's a beautiful pink. It has a little bit, I don't know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of NARS Orgasm, but maybe a little less like golden in it. I just think it's so beautiful if you like that high sheen to your cheeks. Definitely don't need a highlighter if you're gonna wear this. And I never hear anyone talk about these, or talk about the blushes. Everyone talks about the highlight, but not the blush. And I really like it. And again, it's in Natural Pearl. Next one are these new Maybelline Master Highlighting Blushes. Now I think I only have one, maybe I have two, but this one is in mauve. You guys know I love my mauve blushes. It's so pretty. I mean, this is like kind of a dirty, dusty, bronzy mauve color. Definitely more of something I would wear in the fall time, but I absolutely love the sheen that it gives. It's so pretty. I would never wear it like this dark and bold, but I think even if you had darker skin tone, it would be super pretty as kind of like a more bronzy color. I definitely want to try more of these. I've heard a lot of people talk about the other colors that they really love, but I like the mauve one. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit more of a dark, kind of dramatic blush, but I love it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Lovejoy from NARS, kind of one of those more bronzy rose terracotta colors. So I really like that. And again, that is in the color mauve. The next one is a Jane blush. Now I like their blushes, bronzers, and highlights, but this blush is super pretty. It's in Pink Bouquet, and I love the floral design on it. It has a different like mosaic of different pinks and bright pinks and light pinks, and it just really makes a really pretty fun like neon bright pink cheek. You can definitely concentrate your brush more on any of the colors to kind of get a little bit more of like the brighter pink or the corally color or the natural color, just depending on what you're going for. I just mix it all together and put it on my cheeks, and I love it. Very blendable. It's a little bit more of a chalkier formula, but I don't find that it goes on the skin chalky. I feel like it blends really nicely. So again, these are the Jane blushes in Pink Bouquet, and you can get these at Ulta. Okay, the next blush is a L'Oreal Cream Blush. These are their Visible Lift blushes, and this is in Rose Gold Lift. It's a really kind of interesting formula. It's a little bit more of like a whipped formula, but then it's kind of like a stain. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on what the consistency reminds me of, but it's a beautiful rose gold, has a nice sheen to it. It's a little bit of like that peachy with the gold reflex. I think if you were to take like the NARS Orgasm blush and add a little bit more gold to it and make it a cream, you would have this rose gold lift. Love it. Blends beautifully onto the cheeks. It makes a really pretty highlight. I just really, really love this, and I think it's perfect for the summer. So again, Rose Gold Lift from L'Oreal. And last but not least, I know that some of you may be mad because I think it's no longer available. It's the Rimmel Lasting Finish Autumn Catwalk Blush. I love this. This has to probably be my favorite drugstore blush of all time. So maybe if you have it, it will like remind you to pull it back out, because I love this blush. When I pull this out, I end up kind of having to force myself to use other things because I love it so much. It's just the perfect pinky peach blush. It has like 3 different colors, so you can obviously mix it into whatever color you want more of, or just mix it in the whole thing, which is what I do. I love it. It blends beautifully. It's the perfect peachy pink blush of all time, and it's just my favorite. So if you can't find this, I'm really sorry, but if you do have it, maybe I'll remind you to pull it back out. And again, that's Lasting Finish in Autumn Catwalk. Maybe you can find it on eBay or something, because I highly recommend it. It's an amazing, amazing blush. All right, guys, those were my top 10 inexpensive or drugstore blushes. Don't forget to check the description box to see what my top 10 high-end blushes were and my top 10 MAC blushes. So I hope you guys had a great day. I would love to know what some of your favorite drugstore inexpensive blushes are, your favorite colors, and yeah, just leave them all down in the comments down below. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!